Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and I join you here barefaced because I'm going to be trying on my Glossier haul. I did unbox this a couple of days ago, although I'm filming this the next day after the unboxing, so these are all going to be first impressions. I swatched all of these as I unboxed them, but I haven't tried any of them on yet. And I got the super cute makeup bag as well. And someone left me a comment on my unboxing video saying you can remove the insert in here. And you can, it's just held on with two snaps right here on the ends. If you just unsnap both sides, it'll pull right out and you can have the bag without the compartments. Because I thought the compartments might be a little bit limiting. But I do have the products in here. I think I have 6 things. 6 things. So I'm gonna try them all on and I'm just super excited about it because I have never tried this brand before. So the first thing I have here, where did I put that? The first thing I have is the Future Do Oil Serum Hybrid, and I was kind of worried about this because I thought it would break down my sunscreen, and I've been very good about putting sunscreen on every morning. So I have sunscreen on, it's been on for about half an hour. It's sunk in enough where I feel like I could put makeup on it, and this is supposed to be like a super glowy makeup product. It says apply 2 pumps all over face as the last step in your skincare routine. Add more to the high points of your face for extra glow. I'm gonna use it as a primer. I know it says the last step of your skincare, but I'm gonna use this as a primer. Hold on, 2 pumps all over your face? Like, that's a lot, I think. I'm only gonna use 1 pump and we'll see how it goes. Because I feel like 2 might be a little much, but we shall see. Oh, it does smell really good. I couldn't tell yesterday, or as I was unboxing this, if this is what I was smelling or if I was smelling all my sunscreen I had on. But this smells like, I don't know, I smell eucalyptus a little bit in this. Oh man, that is super, oh my god, that's too glowy. I cannot imagine putting 2 pumps of this on my face. That would be crazy. It's not as oily as I was expecting it to be. It really does feel like serum. It feels like a nice oil serum hybrid, exactly what it is. But that is so glowy. I mean, holy moly. And then it says to put on more on the high points for extra glow. Like, this is so glowy. Wow, I wonder if it'll sink in or settle down at all. But dang, that's really glowy. All right, it feels good, smells good. Doesn't feel heavy, spreads easily. It really feels like a nice oily serum. Do I have to let that sink in a little bit before I do with the tinted moisturizer? Because this feels like a moisturizer. It feels really nice. You know what, it's drying down. I'm gonna let it sit for a second or maybe a minute before I put on the tinted moisturizer. But anyway, I have the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. I have this in the shade G11. And when I swatched this yesterday, it's very, very, very sheer coverage, which I don't mind and is what I was expecting from this. The vibe I got from this was the same from the No. 7 City Light Tinted Moisturizer. I love that stuff a lot, but it's also extremely sheer tinted. What? It's extremely sheer tinted. Extremely sheerly tinted. You know what I'm trying to say. This feels like that. So I feel like it's settled down enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on top of it. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous because it feels like it's still there and I don't want to put that on top and then it like separate or something. Let me do a little patch test. All right, let's shake it up. I do have here the shade G11 and it is in just a squeeze bottle, which I think is so cute. And I'm just gonna put a little bit here on my fingertip and I'm gonna try it out in a little spot here just to see if it's gonna mix well with the Future Do. I would assume it does. I think it's weird when brands make products that don't mix well together. I mean, it feels like I'm just putting another layer of moisturizer on top of a very rich moisturizer. And my face feels so juicy. All right, let's just go for it. It seems like it mixed well. I'm gonna squeeze out some here on my fingers. Here you go. And I tend to just do this kind of thing so that it gets on all my fingertips. Well, I do that with all my foundations. But this is super light. I was gonna do a sponge, but I feel like I don't even need to. I feel like this is a little much with the Future Do serum and the tinted moisturizer. Because this feels like a moisturizer to me as well, not just a skin tint. And on top of the already kind of heavy duty Future Do stuff, I feel like it's just layering another layer of moisturizer. Did that make any difference in my skin? I feel like it's a sheer coverage. And it really, really, really reminds me of the number 7 City Light Tinted Moisturizer. As far as coverage goes and the way that it feels like a moisturizer. Let me get a closer look here. Make sure it's all blended. I mean, there wasn't really any color to blend into my skin, so yeah, it looks blended. I'm not gonna build it up at all because I think that is what it's meant to be, is just something super, super sheer and light. And really just something, a little something on your skin, and I'm totally happy with that. So one thing that I find, what I hear about Glossier a lot, or what I've heard, is that you have to have perfect skin in order to use light coverage products like this, and obviously that's not true. You can have whatever skin type you want and still enjoy something really light coverage. You don't have to wear makeup at all in your life, you know, and that's perfectly fine. I'll actually put up a review right here that I read on their website from someone, I think in their 80s, 87, 89 years old, who loves these products, and I think that's amazing. You don't have to have perfect skin in order to like sheer coverage products. You just have to feel good about your skin. You have to feel comfortable in it, and fine with it, you know, it's fine. I don't have perfect skin. I do have clear skin, but I don't have perfect skin. I have the lines, I got the discoloration, I got the sun damage, and I still enjoy very sheer coverage products like this because I can. Who cares? Just like the skin you have and wear the light coverage products. I do wish that they would show in their advertising and on their website these really light coverage things on different skin types, because they do only show them on people that have, you know, super clear skin, even skin tones, what some people would say is perfect skin. I wish they would show someone with like acne scarring, acne, discoloration, aging skin, older skin, dry skin. I wish they would show that kind of stuff in their advertising. I think it would go a long way, especially with their consumers. But I like this. First impression, I think it's cool. It reminds me a lot of the City Light Tinted Moisturizer. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised on how the two mix together, because I thought that Future Do was going to be over the top. I don't want to do 2 pumps of it. I think 1 is perfectly fine. And I'm super happy with the way my skin looks. I think it looks great. Really juicy, very dewy. The next product is the Stretch Concealer, and I have the shade G11. This is something I was very excited to try out after I swatched it because the texture just feels great. Anyway, I felt really excited to try this out because it swatched great. It feels emollient and really lovely, and I'm trying to find a replacement for my beloved Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector because I fear it's getting discontinued. I am gonna try this on under my eyes and kind of spot concealing on my face. The coverage looks okay. There's a swatch of it there. Looks decent. I think this coverage is gonna go well with the really light coverage base products. So I'm gonna try this under my eyes because it seems super emollient. I think it might work well, but who knows? I might layer it up too much and it's gonna crease all over the place. It feels really nice. It is very emollient, but it seems like it's blending pretty easily. I don't think I'm gonna try to build it up too much, just the way that it feels. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the best for that, especially under the eyes. Unless this dries down, I'm pretty sure it's gonna crease if I try to build it up. Because just the swatch on my hand that I did yesterday, I kept it there for probably an hour before I washed it off, and it felt tacky exactly the way it did when I first put it on. So I feel like if I build this up, it's gonna be a little much. But let's see what that looks like under the eyes. I mean, it looks very, very light. It looks fine. I think it toned down the under eye circles and the darkness, but I'm not sure if it's, I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I can't help myself. I said I wasn't gonna build it up, but I'm just gonna put a little bit right here. This is so dewy. Like my face, the concealer, everything feels so juicy. Like my face feels very, very hydrated and comfortable right now. Oh, the hair in my eye. All right, I'm gonna leave it there as far as my under eyes because like I said, I'm pretty sure it's gonna crease. Let me do, I don't know, a little right here. I like this. I think it goes really, really well with the Future Dew, the skin tint on top, because they're both, I mean, that skin tint was super light coverage, if anything, very sheer. And I feel like this kind of coverage works really well with that because it would be strange if they came out with that super, super lightweight, light coverage skin tint and a very heavy duty concealer. It would just be kind of weird that they wouldn't work well together. But I like this. I mean, I got my discoloration up here and I'm not gonna try to cover it up, or should I? Let's just see what happens. I mean, it's not doing much. Not that I was expecting it to. I usually use a full coverage concealer on my forehead. I'm not even gonna go out of my way to cover. It's fine. I say that, but I'm gonna keep going. I mean, it's very light coverage, as you can see. I'm totally fine with that. I know they have a powder called Wowder, I think. I didn't get it because I got a couple of bundles and the powder wasn't part of that, and I didn't want to get another thing because I was also sticking to a budget on that on the haul. But so far, I like this. I feel like I'm going to put some powder on it in a little bit because it's very, very juicy, very dewy. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll leave it. I'm going to use the Cloud Paint next. This is the Seamless Cheek color in the shade Puff. Here it is, and I'm expecting this to work very well with the other products because so far those three have worked very well together. This stuff immediately started pouring out of the container when I opened it, and right when I opened it again, it immediately came out. So that's how much was already squirting out of there. So that's probably way too much, but I am going to use, maybe I'll try my sponge. It's a really, really, really pretty color. Really nice. Like, I couldn't wait to put this on. I wanted to put it on yesterday right away. I don't really know how pigmented it's gonna be or how it's gonna blend. So I'm just gonna put that much. Holy moly, it like disappeared with the 1 pounce. Did it disappear though? I don't know. Okay, let's just keep going. That looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's any left in the sponge before I apply on this side, but I don't think there is. The sponge sucked it up immediately with like 1 bounce, but then it blended it so nicely. All right, which side did I touch? I don't want to get it all over my face. I think that looks nice. It looks like a very natural flush, and I think it works very well with the super dewy skin I have going on right now. I think it looks nice, and it blended really easily as well. I mean, I still have a lot left on my hand, but a lot came out of the tube. This feels, I mean, it's not a total serum, but I was expecting it to be a moussey, whipped kind of texture, but it's not. It feels like a melted cream blush and not really like a serum. I don't know. I think I like it. I think it looks really nice, and it works very well with the other products. Okay, I gotta wipe this off somehow, but I don't have a rag in here, darn it. Well, it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna stay there. The next thing I have is the Boy Brow Grooming Pomade. I did get this in a clear shade, so I'm gonna put on some eyebrows really quick, and then I will set it with this brow gel. And they did have some colors. I got the clear one just because I was afraid the color was I wasn't gonna get the right one. It was gonna be too warm, too red, you know. So let me put on some eyebrows real quick, and we'll set them with the Boy Brow. So as I'm finishing up these eyebrows, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the perfect skin thing and feeling comfortable in your skin. I have very clear skin, and I'm very happy with that. But my skin tone's not even. I don't feel completely comfortable without makeup on. I feel like I look like a totally different person, and I don't feel that good going out in public without makeup on, but I will. For example, I was off last Saturday from work, and I had to go in for something to get something done, and I went with 0 makeup on. No makeup, no eyebrows, no mascara, nothing. And I felt like an alien. I felt like everybody was looking at me. They were all looking at my discoloration. Everyone was wondering what was wrong with my eyes because I had no mascara on and they looked like they were this big. So I don't always feel comfortable with my bare face. It took me a very long time when I was first dating my boyfriend to not wear makeup and to not have eyebrows on. And you know, I'm not saying that it comes easily to be comfortable in your skin, because it does or it doesn't, I don't know. But I'm not always comfortable in my skin, so I didn't want it to make it seem like I'm perfect and I have perfect skin and I'm accepting of everything, because I'm not, I'm human, you know what I mean? But with this skin right here, I think this looks so nice. I'm shocked at how much I like these products so far. It's very oily looking, but we're gonna choose to say dewy. All right, the eyebrows, I think there was too much dew on my eyebrow area because the powder was going on kind of weird, and I think it's because there's too much stuff on my skin and the eyebrow area wasn't totally dried off, and I probably should have put some powder on my eyebrows to kind of suck up that moisture. It's fine. All right, let's go with the boy brow. It looks like this. It's this tiny little brush with this white gel, and let's just see how it sits. For some reason, I'm not expecting it to be that amazing. I don't know why. Oh yeah, this powder went on really weird, but it's fine, it'll dry down. I don't know why, I think because I had such a bad experience with the ColourPop brow gel. It looks exactly like this. Not that it's the same, but it looks just like this, and I really didn't like that one. And I don't know why, I'm just expecting this to not be that amazing. I'm not expecting it to hold that well. Why? I have no idea. No idea. I think because so many brow gels let me down, even though I don't have that much brow hair to hold up, a lot of them don't really work. A lot of them will feel good at first and then they'll fall, or they'll get really soft and they'll just fall. And I'm kind of expecting that to happen here. I'm gonna leave it right there. It went on easily, not super gooped up. I don't see any white on my eyebrows, and that's what I was expecting, was white cream, because it is white, but it's gonna dry transparent, I'm assuming. And there you go, those are the eyebrows. Not the best, working with what I got. And then the last thing I have here is the Lash Slick Film Form Mascara. So I was reading about this on their website, and they say it's supposed to make your, when people see your lashes, they will say you have great lashes, not I love that mascara. And I think it's also a tubing mascara. They didn't specifically say that it was, but they said that it removes easily with warm water, which is always what happens with tubing mascaras. So I'm going to assume that that's what this is, and I'm going to put it on my lower lashes. I'm just checking real quick to see if this concealer has creased a little bit, just a tad right here. And I'm gonna put this on my lower lashes, so I'm very excited about it. What am I doing? Acting like I don't need a mirror. Okay. I hope this is a really good tubing mascara. The Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions I think is probably the best one so far, although it does dry up quickly and it gets very thick really fast. It's what I feel like I went through really quickly. I also tried out the one from Blink, and it's garbage. That mascara is so awful. So I'm hoping this one's really nice. That was rude, wasn't it? It's fine. It was garbage. And that's where it went, into the garbage. Okay, lower lashes, looking okay. I'm happy with that for lower lashes. They said this has very, very tiny little fibers in it to help you have baby extensions. So far, it seems like it's just a really lengthening mascara, but I find that with any tubing mascara, they all are just very lengthening. Because I don't know, maybe it's something with the tubes and how they're trying to extend your lashes, that it can't really also be a volumizing mascara or thickening, because they're really trying to focus on the extension part and the coating your lashes with little tube-like things. I don't see any fibers in this mascara, which is great. But right now it is just very, very lengthening and separating. I am gonna try to build it up. I'm gonna do the other eye, and then I'm gonna come back to this one and see if we can build it up at all. All right, let's see if it can be built up. So far, I'm very happy with the way that it looks. Most of the time with lashes like this, I would prefer if I didn't have eyeshadow on, because I feel like if I had eyeshadow on or something dark on my eyelids, you wouldn't be able to really see the lashes too much, because it really just is a very lengthening mascara, which is fine. It's doing a very good job. And I really like this brush. Not too spiky, but it's combing through the lashes very, very well. I did get it on my eyelid over here though, so don't look at it. We'll act like it's not there. All right, I think I'm gonna stop right there. We're just gonna stop right there with the lashes. I'm happy with that. I think they look great. They look lengthened, separated, even. I'm happy with it. Not happy with the brows though. I really wish I had put some powder on to kind of suck up the moisture before I put on my brow powder, but that's what first impressions are for. Now we learn my lesson. Anyway, that's it. Those are all the products I purchased. Let me wrap it up real quick. First off, bag, cute as heck. I love it. So the Future Dew, I could not put 2 pumps of this on. One pump I thought was a lot and very overkill, but I think it looks nice. I think it does look very, very dewy, verging on oily. I might get a little blotting sheet and tap off like maybe right here, maybe around here, but I'm not gonna put powder on. I'm gonna see how the blush and everything wears and how it breaks down throughout the day if it does. I might get a blot sheet though, but I'm not gonna put any powder on. So far, I'm very happy with it and it's way dewier than I was expecting, but I will continue to use that. The Perfecting Skin Tint was very, very, very sheer coverage as you saw. It really just kind of gave me a little something, a little pep in my step. Very happy with it though. I think this is awesome. I think this definitely has a place in my makeup collection and I will continue to use this. And I'm actually gonna test it side by side with that number 7 one that I was saying because I wanna see if it's actually a duplicate. What was next? The Cloud Paint Seamless Cheek Color. I like this. It blended so quickly with the sponge and it was a very nice amount of color. I think it goes really well with the light base, the dewiness that is my skin at the moment. I'm curious to see how this is going to wear, if it's going to wear all day, considering how the oil thing, the Future Dew, the skin tint, and then this on top. I'm wondering if they're all going to last very well throughout the day or if it's going to kind of wear away, which, you know, I'll keep an eye on it all day. The next thing was the concealer, the Stretch Concealer. As you can see, it was very, very light coverage. I am happy with the way it looks under my eyes with the light base. If I had on a full coverage foundation, I don't think this would be enough for my under eyes because when you have on, like when I have on full coverage foundation, it really makes the darkness of my under eyes look a lot more intense because the rest of my face is perfected that my under eyes look way darker. So I don't know if this is gonna work for me when I do something like that, but I will try it. But in this case, with the light base, I think it's perfect and it's exactly what I would want with something this light and I like it. The Boy Brow, I think it did its job. It's holding on my eyebrows. We'll see how it goes throughout the day. They're not falling yet. They're still drying down and stuff, but I'll keep an eye on it throughout the day and see what it does because I would like to do a follow-up to this first impression and see how everything's wearing and all that stuff. So far so good, you know. And then the last thing was the mascara, the Lash Slick Mascara. It's very, very lengthening and separating. I'm happy with that. I think it looks great as a really cohesive look. I like this mascara because it's not over the top. If I had this really lightweight base, no eyeshadow, I feel like this would be weird if it was a way over the top false lash look mascara with the really lightweight makeup. So I think they did a really good job making a very cohesive makeup line. I know they have some eye stuff. I wasn't really interested in trying those though. But as far as what I purchased, I think it's great. I think all the products really worked well together to make a really lightweight makeup look and I'm super happy with it actually. So yeah, let me know some products you've tried from Glossier. Do you like this look? Do you hate it? Let me know what your experience has been with Glossier. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.